Everyone, and welcome back to the channel and another reaction for the Scooby-Doo show. So we are back with the last episode for this week, episode 5. Last episode, though, we rated a 5.5 out of 10 just because it was a bit weird with the casual Scooby-Doo stuff with his cousins, as well as I liked the villain and I liked that he talked. He was legitimately creepy, and I did like the overall aesthetic of it, but it was just had a bit of weird moments like Scooby-Doo being completely anamorphized with like the kind of quote unquote sexy moments of her, just a bit baity, I think. And she completely talked, but the kind of Hollywood style was pretty fun. And I did like that we had Scooby Doo some more family as well. And it's also going to be the last appearance of Scooby Dum for this iteration of Scooby Doo, as well as Scooby Doo D, her last appearance, unless you count the homage and What's New Scooby Doo. So that's going to do it from that. So this episode it's called The Spooky Case of the Grand Prix Race, released on October 8th, 1977. Episode number 5, series episode 70, and some bit of premise stuff. The gang go to watch a Grand Prix race, only to run afoul of a phantom race car driver that makes the other drivers and their cars disappear. Shaggy and Scooby go in disguise as race car drivers to follow this mystery, which only leads to Shaggy's own kidnapping by the Phantom. Now the rest of the gang set about rescuing him while still trying to solve the mystery. So unlike Scooby-Doo being kidnapped in previous series, now it's Shaggy getting kidnapped. That'll be fun. I wonder how quickly they'll be able to rescue him and things like that. So some trivia. Let me see if there's any. The plane fuselage that the gang find in the junkyard somewhat resembles a North African F-86 Sabre fighter jet. F-86 were first introduced to the U.S. Air Force in 1949. This is the second time that Scooby-Doo encounters a haunted floating bone, the first being the Scooby-Doo Where Are You episode, A Night of Fright is No Delight. Like in that episode, this is the one thing Scooby-Doo is not afraid of. Oh, because it's a bone. That's fun. Okay. So that's the only trivia I can see. So let's just get right into this episode. I'm really excited to finish off this week's worth of reactions. The previous 2 episodes were not as good as I expected. The last one was definitely better. But Chiller, Hang in There Scooby-Doo is my least favorite so far of the Scooby-Doo show, just unfortunately. So I'm really excited to see if they can bring us back up to style with this episode. More comedy moments and more interesting villains and their reasons for villainy, that kind of thing is what I'm looking for. So let's just get right into it. Ooh, love the colors and everything. Very bright. Phantom Racer. Okay, it feels very Wacky Racer style. Oh, he looks like the guy from Wreck-It Ralph. Nice, that's cool. Nice, eating ice cream with a straw, right? Suck it right through. Nice, good job, scoop sucking style. Oh, that's similar to later episodes where they have the straws in all the different cups and you can suck everything out. That is so creepy. Mr. Osborne, then we have a couple car drivers as well. Wow, they all have lines. Okay, so they're all suspects. We got 4 suspects so far. I'm just gonna go based off their colors. He looks like the creeper just without the green on him. That's funny. Yeah, so follow the race tracks, try to find the Phantom car. I wonder how their tracks disappear halfway through. I wonder if it's kind of like a hover car kind of situation or something of that nature. Oh my gosh, he just popped off his nose. There we go. That's some physical comedy I enjoy. A junkyard just in the middle of nowhere? That is creepy with fog and everything. Oh, that's the old plane that I was telling about from the trivia. And just a random cabin in the middle of the junkyard. Definitely the bad guys. Scooby always has to explain who the villain is, and they immediately get it. I love it. Yeah, see? Oh, that Phantom.
Thank you, sir. And that's our next stop.
Friendly old man just living in a creepy shack in the foggy junkyard. Okay, thank you, sir. Yep, and Phantom's hanging on the old antique car museum, so it must be one of those 4 drivers we saw. They all had lines, too, which is, to say the least, we never had that many suspects with that many lines. The antique car side changed as well. This dude's all around. Oh, he's tall. I love his outfit. He has a similar color scheme to last week or yesterday's episode. But I do like how creepy they're kind of making them. He's kind of like a mix between like a skeleton vampire kind of guy. They're just slowly being driven off a cliff. Jeez. They could have done something. Just turn the steering wheel, guys. Come on. The car's just breaking apart completely. Does that count for Shaggy and Scooby property damage or the villain? I won't count it at all because we don't really count the villains. Oh my gosh, the Vulture's putting on bibs. I love it. That's funny. I like this already. All this villain does is laugh. There we go. Okay, he's talking. I was about to talk him over. So this is when Shaggy and Scooby take part in the race themselves, so they don't get captured. Yeah, with how fast the Phantom's going, it must be another driver. Must be one of those 4. Okay, so Roger got taken. Yeah, because when they're in the helmet, you can't really tell who is who. I think it's going to be the arrogant one that said, nothing's going to catch me, which I think was Rogers. So never mind. Yep, here we go. Shaggy's the bait, baby. Yellow number 13. Give him a Scooby snack. Come on. We haven't seen them in a while. All right, let's see how fast Shaggy can go. Oh my gosh, Flintstone style, just running for it. I guess that's making him go faster. I love it. Nice job. Yeah, use the ejector sheet that Fred put in. Easy peasy. Nice. Yeah, that wasn't very conspicuous, guys. It makes sense that he would notice. Wow, Shaggy landed right in. He's captured. He's dead. Sorry, man.
This ghost sounds like a Scooby.
We'll do $30 for Scooby ripping the parachute for fun. Yeah, Scooby's so sad. I love how they're immediately going right into it, though. Let's go look for him. Jeez, that... What? I had a stroke just now. That was crazy. Daphne, danger-prone Daphne.
Stay there, Daph. We'll come down and check it out. And I've got a hunch the Phantom's got Shaggy down here. The Phantom?
She hasn't done that in a while, though. That was kind of interesting.
Why would the Phantom be hiding in an underground cavern? Now let's split up and look for him.
All right, another underground cavern. The villains really love those. I wonder what it's going to be this time for his reasoning. Has to be a fun one.
Hey, this is strange. A book on magic tricks. And how to
Magic tricks and hypnotization. Are they trying to steal the books? Or not the books. Are they trying to steal the cars?
Yikes.
Like sell them off? Oh my gosh. That's insane. What did he put in there? What is that? Oh, soap. Nice. That works. He lost all of his teeth. Really? That's funny. That was great. I love that. This is chock full of comedy. I love this one. How are you gonna break down those bricks? What's the plan? Okay, that works. Just in the books was enough clues. Okay, good job, Fred and Daphne. Nice job, making up for Shaggy getting captured. Wow, rock right there. Now it's Indiana Jones style. Run, boys. He can do that? That's definitely Wacky Race's style, man. And he's doing his Flintstone run once again. Best way to escape. He has enough breath to blow that rock out of the way. I love it. This is one of my favorite episodes. I love this one a lot. And he just threw him on top of a tree. Easy. Ken Rogers. Okay. Yep, steal the race cars, sell them overseas. Okay, I called that. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Oh, that's awesome. Basically just captured it like that. That's cool. That's actually really cool.
How did he make himself disappear? Simple. That wasn't a phantom we saw chasing Rogers. It was a projected image from a projector in his car. Well, that wraps it up.
Okay, so captured himself as well. This is really good. Yeah, this is definitely a great episode.
And I would have succeeded if it hadn't been for you nosy.
Yeah, because they're souped up race car style cars, so you could probably sell them on the black market really easily. Yep. You're welcome. Phantom Bone. And then Scooby going for it. That's what I'm saying in the trivia. Love the way he drives his car. That's great. And just completely floating in midair. Love it. A lot of good physical comedy in this one. I've enjoyed this one a lot. And one of my favorite episodes of the Scooby-Doo show so far. Just chock full of moments. The villain was fun, and he had a really cool how he did things, which I really, really like. I like when it's super creative and intuitive, unlike being in front of a cave for gold. I think this one's definitely... I think this is going to be my first 8 of the Scooby-Doo show. I just love this one a lot. Legitimate laughs. The villain was nice and creepy. He had good reasoning of taking the cars, the way that he lifted up the cars that lift up, kind of wacky race style, and then slam down on it using a jet propulsion. And they explain mostly everything of how he did it and what he did. Unlike previous episodes, we had 4 suspects with speaking lines, and ended up being the one that captured himself, which happens all the time in Scooby-Doo. I love the interactions of the gang and how they're all for each other. Like, let's go rescue Shaggy. Let's go rescue Scooby. The physical comedy was one of my favorite parts too, of like trying to blow the rock away. Whenever he like flew into the truck, and I felt like I was having a stroke of just into the tailpipe and then out back once he grabbed his tail and then shoving all the way through and just all kinds of junk. It was just such a fun episode. It's so strong. My favorite of the Scooby-Doo show so far, definitely. And I can't wait to move on next week for the last 3 episodes of season 2. But right now, the only property damage we had was the parachute that he destroyed. So that brings his total for Scooby up to 63,780. Scooby-Doo ends off his season, basically his appearances at 1,000 for the Scooby-Doo show. Shaggy at 59,450, and Fred at $150 worth of property damage. And the only weird food items we had for this week was the sauerkraut with the sandwiches and the whipping cream. But we've had a couple food items like that before, so we're not going to bother mentioning it. No Scooby snacks eaten, even though there was prime Scooby snack time that needed to be had. But that's besides the point. So yeah, 8 out of 10. That brings my average score for this episode, for this season, from a 4.67 from really getting burnt out with Hanging There Scooby-Doo, the first on Friday, and brings this back up to a 5.50. That's fantastic. The way that they lined up with each other was really great. This is just such a good episode. My favorite episode, I think, of the entire show so far from my ratings. Maybe pretty close. I will be doing ratings for the separate series as well. You will be seeing the Where Are You rating coming soon. I'm going to streamline the process and only do it from S through F and not the number rating like I do whenever I actually watch an episode, just to make it easy of like, these are F tier, these are S tier, that kind of thing. So that will release, my Scooby-Doo Where Are You episode tier will release on Christmas Day as like a Christmas special. And then the new Scooby-Doo movies will release after season 2, which will be next week. And that'll be on December 30th, which will be just kind of like a New Year's Eve special. So we're slowly getting our way through the new Scooby-Doo show. Or the Scooby-Doo show, not the new Scooby-Doo show. I don't know what I'm talking about. And it's been a blast so far. Definitely my favorite iteration of Scooby-Doo. I feel like they really came into their own for this one. Of course, the one that I really didn't like. So it's kind of funny. This week had my least favorite episode of the Scooby-Doo show and my most favorite. So that's a really good back and forth on that. Really kind of took me out of it and then brought me back in all nice and strong. So I can't wait to get into next week's set of episodes. Thank you for watching and have a great